The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
We have uh, more volume per pod than I think any other compostable pod out there. So again, I think what's starting to set us apart as something we've always been saying is it's great to have a compostable pod, but it's even better if the coffee tastes great.
All right, welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Ash Guglani. He's the president of NEXE Innovations. And Ash, it's great to have you back again. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so you have news out today from the company launching a 4 new coffee SKUs with a client that you've worked with in the past. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. So look, I mean, this is a large national distributor in both Canada and the US. I think what this really shows you is we're starting to pick up traction, and there is a demand for sustainable products and or sustainable coffee pods, and I think you're going to continue to see us formalize some new SKUs for this client over the next or over the coming months here. And we are also starting to get some demand from others as well. We've had some inbound calls that are interesting and on both sides of the border, really. So, there is the one thing we are starting to notice: compostable or coffee pods aren't going away, and compostable pods are becoming the future of where coffee pods are going to go.
Yeah, what's interesting about these SKUs, obviously there's like, decaf and all that kind of stuff, but there's also the flavor coffee is interesting because you get orders at certain times of the year. This one specifically a pumpkin flavored, so obviously it makes sense to have it around Halloween time and that time of the year. So it sounds like there's a lot of opportunity here for not only what you're doing, but also some extra recurring stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, it's a seasonal product. I think you'll see us launch more flavored SKUs with certain customers, and yeah, I mean, I think the pumpkin flavored coffee is available as we speak, probably till the end of October. But yeah, I think you'll see us do some more formulations for later in the year for other customers as well.
Ash, just so people understand, you mentioned that you're having a lot of conversations with people, and this is outside of what's already in your pipeline. It seems to me that as you mentioned, the traction part of it is really starting to pick up. And as people understand, well, why are you using them and not us? And I guess that's the kind of conversations that are being had.
Yeah, I think one thing that really separates us, being a compostable pod, is we have a really good extraction profile. Like, we have patents around how we're able to extract the coffee. We have uh, more volume per pod than I think any other compostable pod out there. So again, I think what's starting to set us apart as something we've always been saying is it's great to have a compostable pod, but it's even better if the coffee tastes great.
Absolutely. Ash, thanks so much. Good to get a quick update on what's going on, and we look forward to our next conversation, okay?
Yeah, we'll chat with you soon.
All right, sounds good. Look forward to it. Ash Guglani, the president of NEXE Innovations.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.